Recorder.
Rotate your phone.
Oh,
You
man.
can turn on your phone with what we call it.
Let's stop this muna.
Naka-live na yung Facebook.
And it's live.
It's live na.
It is?
Okay.
It's live.
Good.
Just check it.
Hello.
Hi everybody, this is Rose Fres Fausto, FQ Mom, and I am with my entire family.
Hello.
Marvin.
Marvin.
Martin or Marty.
Enrique. And Don.
So what happened was that we decided to come out at live at 5 p.m. today because we are together as a family, and we think that it is an opportune time to regroup, to gather your family members and try to discuss what you can do, ano? Dahil alam naman natin ngayon, masyado tayong, we are so into this COVID-19. Everybody's really worried about this, and rightfully so. And what we were thinking is, what if we give this idea to all the families out there, since magkakasama na kayo, pag-usapan nyo na kung paano kayo makakatulong. Kasi hindi lang po to problema ng gobyerno, hindi lang to problema ng mga nagkakasakit. This is really a problem of the entire country and in fact of the entire world. Tama ba?
Tama.
So,
I agree.
So,
But let me try to fix something up.
Okay, sige. It's a live show, so we expect all this happening. Please bear with us.
Yum. Wait a minute. Rotate.
Rotate.
I know.
better.
It didn't change anything. Okay, let's continue.
So are we
How do
on?
you share it?
Yeah, if you want.
So we are on Facebook Live on FQ Mom Facebook page and also on IG, you know.
Yes.
So I am not very high tech, so my boys are also helping me out here. So please
We're figuring
bear
it
with
out.
us.
We're figuring it out
Oh yeah,
also.
medyo magulo pa kami.
Just like everything now that people are figuring things out. We're also figuring this out. And yung nga, just like what Mama said, we wanted to have, since we're home together, yeah, medyo wala namang choice, so let's make the most out of it na. And we wanted to share what we believe, other things we can do. Kasi, syempre, it's important that since we're here, you take the time to rest, you take the time to, make sure your immune system is very strong, but at the same time, but we also want to think, how can we, whether or not we're in the front line as a healthcare worker, whether or not we're really directly involved in solving this case, we still have a part to play. And I guess to start it off, I would say as one of the younger
The
people,
youngest in our family.
the youngest from the
is
family.
23 years old.
Yeah, and I'm sure my brothers agree and can relate to this.
Mhm.
It would be our task to really verify the information that's being shared. I would say na, I don't remember how was it like by nung SARS, nung
Oh yeah.
basta the older
Viruses.
viruses. I'm not sure kasi if it was, if the disease was as strong and as easily transmitted. But for one thing's for sure, we didn't have this much access to information.
No social media.
Yeah, it wasn't like today na if there is panic, mas mabilis siya mag-spread kasi it's so easy nga to spread it. So, what do you guys think when it comes to the information that we're sharing?
Oh, wait, why don't you recall the SARS?
I don't remember that. I don't.
You don't also?
No, I don't consciousness.
You don't?
I remember it
We have a
wasn't.
SARS story actually to share eh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Papa, do you remember that?
Yeah, yung nagkaroon ng SARS, we're supposed to go to Singapore as a family.
Yes, and we bought the tickets.
We already bought the
Sale.
ticket kasi sale, di ba?
Oo.
And we were already preparing ourselves. Kaya nagkaroon nga ng SARS. And what was that? Ano nangyari?
We were
kay-
still
I
allowed
don't have
to travel,
consciousness.
but our bunsoy, who was very young, when was the SARS ba? Basta a few years old kasi he was born in
2003?
1996 eh.
So it was like
He
6 or
had
7.
fever.
He was 7 years old yata.
Oo, so he had fever. So we decided na hindi pwede kasi haharangin kaya naman sa sa airport. But it
Yeah.
hindi siya bawal, hindi banned. It's just that we knew that when we get to the airport, haharain siya. So, paano yun? Diba?
Yeah, the basic difference of SARS is hindi naman ganito as widespread
Yeah,
as this COVID-19. No? Talagang it really didn't spike up this way. I think it was more controlled. Nangyari.
Okay.
But yung nga, so going back nga to what I was saying, it would be our responsibility, not just the young, not just the youth, but then everybody na everybody's very scared right now. Syempre, any piece of information we get will affect how we go about our daily lives. So, it's our task to really verify these informations. Kasi I've read different theories on how to cure. There was one I read na to check if you have coronavirus, you have to hold your breath for 10 seconds. And if you can do that without coughing, you don't have. No, if you can do it without coughing, you're fine. But if you can't hold your breath for 10 seconds,
I think I read that on.
and it came in a nice art form with a nice font. So I think it looks legit. But then, we have to make sure we know.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
Ano? I mean,
Yeah, you have to
otherwise hindi na tayo nagkakandaloko-loko sa mga kits
Testing
na
kits.
nadikit. So what else?
I'll go. It's transition to other aspects of the whole coronavirus. How's it like in work, for example?
Definitely will be on work from home setup. And I think we're also, well, I guess specifically for Brandon, we're quote unquote lucky because we don't have to be physically in the office all the time.
Yes.
So the way we can adjust is by trying to work from home, being still on top of our project, just giving also siguro assurance to our clients that operations are ongoing. Tapos, kasi ganito yun eh, our clients, they have it worse.
Yes.
Their operations are heavily affected. And syempre, their people, iba dun, daily wage. Siguro you can talk about
Yeah, later we can talk about that.
Yeah, but just maybe for me, it's more of, syempre, priority is to keep the team healthy, preserve the health, but also how do you keep the livelihood alive? Or how do you keep the livelihood up and running? It's still a business eh. I echo this from what I read from Reese of Rags to Riches.
Hi, Reese.
Hello. That how do you maintain the health of the people but still also the livelihood? And what I like about her suggestion was that if you have the choice in this time, in the coming month, baka you could support local businesses more. Kasi local businesses are the ones na medyo mas strapped for cash. And given na syempre nag-halt yung operations, close yung mga stores, medyo nagkaiba yung lifestyle ng mga consumers, baka we could support or choose to support local businesses more intently at this time. Siguro the last thing na naisip namin was to just try to keep a more siguro a calmer disposition. Kasi people talk about maintaining physical health. What about mental health?
Oh yeah.
We're so exposed to all these news updates na nakaka-stress din, nakaka-praning. Even if nothing's happening to you at the comfort of your home or if you're outside of Metro Manila, you still get exposed to all these updates. So a good way to do that is to just sometimes put breaks.
Okay. Para kung nagtatrabaho ka, di ba? You can also put some breaks.
So yun, mental health, ganyan, and just to be more in control of your situation.
I think to add to that, one way that can actually help in terms of the mental aspect is to try to do something good for someone else.
Yes.
I think there are a lot of channels right now. I understand that the government has specific channels. I know also the vice president has a link. You can ask your local church if they have a ways wherein you can give, be it donations in terms of basic goods or even cash. And I think being able to do that might actually help you, even in terms of your mental health. Kind of just be more calm at the same time. Know that okay, I'm okay, and if I have something that I can give, why not be able to help someone else out there?
Yeah, so in connection with that, no, you can also write, the people who are listening to us now, you can also write either your questions or the things that where people can give their donations, but a reminder to vet
Yeah.
the personality you're donating
Yes.
to also. Very important yan because we cannot eliminate those who will again take advantage of this situation. Baka mamaya kung ano-ano mga account number yung ipinapasa sa inyo, alamin nyo muna ng mabuti. May magsa-scam at magsa-scam din dito, no? Sige. How about
Yeah,
you?
so ako naman, no, just to put things in perspective, no, and or look at the bigger picture. Kasi right now we're here as a family, and I understand, and of course the family is the unit of the basic unit of the economy. And I'd like to speak about the economy in general. Martin was talking about businesses and about working from home and trying to support the local businesses more than the others. And I think what we would like to do is to step back and look at the things that are already that we already have. And the worst thing that you do is to panic, no? To do panic buying or even investments, panic selling in the stock market. It's not going to help people if you do panic buying or get more than what you need of alcohol and toilet paper and all of these things that will create an artificial shortage. That's not going to help anyone. I think just get what we need. I'm sure that the government is saying that there's going to be lockdown, but we can buy food and services within Metro Manila. So mukhang let's not panic, no? Kasi I think naman the economy is doing well in general. It's going to be affected by this thing, but it's going to be temporary. We know that it's going to be temporary. We just don't know how long, maybe a month or 2 months, but it's going to be temporary. I'm sure things are going to be much better, maybe same time next year. So worst thing is to panic. So let's just regroup together, our family, and look at everybody, see everyone is in good health. Make sure everyone is in resting well and not watching too much Netflix or
Dagdagan na?
hindi mapuyat yung mga pagpanood ng Chloe. Nanonood kami gabi.
Nanood na kami. We started kasi I also wanted to have a respite of the coronavirus update. So, nagpaka-Chloe na kami.
Yeah, and adding to that, I think it's also healthy for us to we have to stay updated and we should know what's happening, but we should take a break from time to time. Yung since we're just home, we can just be stuck on our computers or our phones just reading about all the panic, all the bad stories. We should still take some time off nga to do other things. And it's also good for yourself, and I would say that this is an opportunity nga to do those things na you have always wanted to do. Example, I always wanted to clean my shoes, but then sige, I'll do that when I have the time.
So, isipin mo na lahat ng mga
Yeah,
I'll do that
mga-
when I have the time.
kailangan mo gawin sa bahay, gawin mo na ngayon. This is take this situation as a blessing in disguise na lang for other things you're supposed to do, but then you just never had the time or the opportunity to do
And
it.
read the book that you haven't read for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
That you plan to read.
Oh.
You can have internet. You read a lot of things that you want to improve yourself on. That's the skills that you want to read on. Diba? So
Yeah. So, the simple things din. Kasi, di ba, social distancing. Is that the right term? Okay. Let us not make it any harder for our frontliners, for our medical people. Pag hindi naman kailangan, huwag na kayong umalis sa bahay. Alam nyo, dati rin parang iisipin mo, ano naman ako, okay naman ako, di ba? People would say that, I'm fine, at saka sandali lang naman ako doon. But you may be a carrier, unknowingly so, and you may be able to pass that on unnecessarily to somebody who is susceptible to the virus. So, konting anong tawag mo doon, consideration lang. Kasi, it really hit me when I read this message from a doctor na parang sinabi niya, please lang naman, kaawaan niyo na kami kasi another patient added, would be another patient added to the hospital na hindi na nga matugunan lahat-lahat.
Mm-hmm.
No? And then when Anton was saying something about pag sumasobra na tayo ng lahat kasi, lahat ng Viber threads, yan ang pinag-uusapan, di ba? Lahat ng Facebook, lahat.
Anytime news is given, share ka agad.
Oh, pagbukas mo talaga yun talaga. And I would also want to discuss again what I've discussed in a couple of articles, yung availability heuristic. Kasi kung minsan po, kung yan at yan lang yung napapasok sa utak natin, parang na-exaggerate, not to belittle, not to trivialize what's happening to us, but sometimes when we have to make a decision, pag puro yun lang yung laman ng utak natin, we would be giving undue weight to it. And that is, I think, what is happening in the stock market. Enrique, maybe you can add something to that. Ano, what has happened in the last couple of days? Sobrang OA na po yung pagbagsak na.
Yeah, I mean, it's been taking a huge hit the past few days, and it seems to be, a lot of it is really just, panic selling. It's not like our economies, all of these companies
Yes.
are gonna fold. I mean, of course, there will be some that will be less profitable in the short term, but in the long term, we don't think that's gonna be, it's never going to go into nothing or what.
In fact, it's an opportunity nga. Di
Oh,
ba?
yeah.
When there's a crisis, there's opportunity. For some people who would like to invest over the long term, these times would be the best.
Could be a good
The best time for you to invest in the stock market, especially if you have money that you will keep for your retirement. So that's what we'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've also received a couple of private messages from my readers. Yung mga dating nag-update sa akin, natutuwa sila, sabi nila, FQ ma'am, nag-start na po ako na investing, edi syempre ngayon naglag. So I received a couple of messages, sinasabi niya, isi-sell ko na ba to, isi-sell ko na ba to? So kalma lang po, hindi po, kasi syempre if you heeded my advice to put your long-term investment in the stock market, hindi ho yung para sa emergency fund nyo or panggastusin sa kada buwan, ano? Pero kung yung long-term fund mo naman yung nilagay mo dyan, kalma ka lang dyan, stay put, do not sell.
At saan ilalagay, ma? Saan ilalagay?
Sige, ikaw na magsabi.
Hindi, ang suggestion namin talaga, equity index fund. Yung equity index fund, yun yung companies that, yung 30 largest companies in the country is in that fund. So when you buy an equity index fund, you're actually buying the 30 largest companies in the country. And with the economy will expected to grow for over the long term, these are the companies that will really perform well. So put aside a certain amount every month and do it regularly. Now it's a good time to get in, and now it's a good time to start your investing journey as well.
Ngayon, meron din ako mga kinausap. One of them, si Alvin Ang, our economist. In fact, he's the managing director of the Ateneo Center for Economic Research and Development. Kung ano naman on the economic side. Kasi we always hear on the health side. Kasi yun yung mas, di ba? Mas
Evident.
apparent, mas, what do you call that? Yung urgent. Now, on the economic side naman, ito yung mga suggestions niya eh. Pero syempre, ito, mga kailangan ng gobyerno to, no? Government sana could provide for the basic needs of the marginalized members of our society. So he's thinking, mga tipong food stamps. And kasi syempre, alam nyo, marami naman tayong mga kababayan na arawan lang, di ba? So, pag pinasara mo yung mga restaurant at kung ano-ano pa, wala rin silang kikitain, di ba? Eh, tuloy-tuloy naman ang pagkonsumo, tuloy-tuloy naman ang pagkain. You cannot say naman na, quarantine mo na,
Huwag mo na kayo kumain.
kumain. Yun nga yun yung parang kailangan natin protektahan ngayon. So, in the form of food stamps, and also he was thinking of yung mga utilities daw. If that could be either subsidized or paano ba yan?
Wala mo nang bayad, gano'n.
Or bibigyan mo ng parang palubi.
Free.
Oo. So, when it comes to mga taxes, which is already coming in grabe di ba yung lockdown natin until April 14? April 15 is the
Ay,
IPR.
ano.
So,
that extend yung filing
So,
of
I think that one should be extended.
filing of the income tax.
Tanongin natin si Mon Abrea, ask the tax please. Okay. So, para bang medyo may postponement ng mga deadline daw siguro when it comes to payment of taxes and even loans daw. Mga loans.
Everything's being
Yeah,
pushed.
kasi
It's a global effort din naman kasi.
talagang hindi naman, para bang Ayan na nangyayari na yan, di ba? So, ano pa sabi niya, stimulus package, honey, you may be able to help me with this. Siguro, syempre may mga bill naman dyan. No? Pero paano kaya yun?
Yung dalawa yun may tinatawag na monetary stimulus and fiscal stimulus. Yung monetary policy stimulus, yun yung interest rates na ginagawa ng central bank. If they reduce interest rates earlier than maybe later, it will try to put money in the system, general system, and try to encourage more investments and savings. That is how you can help out, or the monetary or the central bank be able to help monetary policy to stimulate the economy. The other one is fiscal stimulus. The government will spend more in order to give more jobs and help more Filipinos. But I guess they're already doing that through the build, and hopefully they can do that more efficiently despite everything that's happening now. No? So I hope the government will try to spend a little bit faster. Sabi nila. Kasi nga yung absorptive capacity ng government ang medyo nahirapan. There is a budget, but yung pag-absorb ng economy or especially in the provinces, yun yung medyo nahihirapan. Siguro will encourage the government to spend a little bit faster.
Tsaka siguro parang, kasi syempre nagkakatakot ang lumabas, ano? So there is an inherent slowdown in the build. So maybe they can put some, ano bang matawag mo doon? Yung mga safety measures so that they are not exposing these workers, but they could continue.
Yan nga, but medyo
mahirap, ano, di ba?
Mahirap implementation, but I guess this is something that they should study more. So.
Yeah, with the whole corona outbreak naman, this really, besides it being just a health issue, it makes everybody, since we're supposed to quarantine ourselves, it's a lockdown, it makes us question yung daily patterns natin. From health, like if you're washing your hands enough, if you're being mindful with just how you go about your everyday, and it also connects to what you guys are talking about with how we run our businesses. So these have just been a few suggestions. If you guys have any other suggestions, of course you can feel free to leave them in the comments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sa agriculture daw, maybe we can boost agriculture which is not affected by international trade. That's what he said. And siguro, no, parang dun sa may mga konting lupa sa bahay nila, pwede, mabilis ba ang kamote?
Medyo matagal din, syempre.
Matagal din.
Pero pag tinanim mo, hindi matagal.
Oh, yan, matagal din. So, Mr. Agriculture, Mr. Nervesia, wala ka masasabi doon.
Pero siguro support by the government on the agriculture side. That will be very much needed.
Tapos, I also like what Marty said, was this yesterday, parang sabi mo na, pinaalalahanan lang naman tayo the things that we already knew when we were in kindergarten, di ba?
Parang basic hygiene, washing hands, washing before you eat, washing your hands after you use the toilet. I mean, these are very basic things. With soap.
With soap and water. By singing to happy birthdays. And in fact, there are other songs now. Do you remember?
Even Lea Salonga tweeted yung A Whole New World.
Okay.
Yung isang verse niya, sabi, measure this is 20 seconds.
It's 20
this is song
seconds.
instead. But in some companies, they even put, let's say, mga hits per decade, like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Depende. Cute, corny, pero I mean, bisa puro happy birthday.
At saka, you have that conversation now with your family members that you couldn't have because you're just all too busy, always out of the
Now's the time to talk to your children. Nandito na sila. Pwede mo na, kamusta ka na? What's happening to you? We have more time now to talk and chit-chat, play card games, play
At saka siguro
games.
meron ding light in the dark tunnel, yung sa ating traffic, di ba? So pagka, ganito pala yung maluwag, ano? So baka yung mga checkpoints na yan, kahit na nakakainis siguro at the start, maybe they would be able to give us some insights on how to really go about allowing mobility from one city, one birthday nga po ni Enrique.
Ay, nako.
Kasi!
Birthday boy.
Oh, he had to cancel.
The birthday, yeah.
But
I think,
party.
I think the whole
No,
point.
it's not
turning
cancel your
27
birthday.
is birthday party.
Your party.
I think the whole point of it is if you're someone who is like panic buying all these things in the grocery or panic selling your stocks, I think our main message is you should probably calm down a bit. right? If you're doing all of these things. But if you're someone who's so chill that you're going outside, meeting everyone, touching everyone's hand and everything, then you should probably be a bit more worried and a bit more reserved.
Yeah.
So to be somewhere,
It's a balance.
just a nice balance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So ano birthday wish mo for tomorrow?
So I wish that all of this, goes away. I mean, that
Eventually.
we can all, take this time to really pause, be thankful for what we have, and hopefully that,
Come out stronger.
come out stronger.
Let's pray all together as a nation, a family as a nation, to pray together to God and to ask for guidance and protection against this virus, and to help each and every one of us be much better now and even stronger
Yes,
after this.
and maybe to think about your own talents, your own skills, and maybe make use of it how you can be of help in this situation. Your network, siguro yung mga grupo mo, no? Kung ano yung pwede nyong gawin as a group para makatulong
The association.
lahat yung mga association.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, actually,
Ano pa?
everything has been said. I think that's.
And
I guess
if
it's
you're
an
watching-
ongoing discussion.
Yes.
I mean, this is just to cut the video short, but I mean, it's an ongoing discussion.
Yeah, we wish you all good health and more love with the family.
Yeah, gather
And
them.
gather together and pray to the Lord for all of. I thank Him for the blessings that we received, and also pray for the health of each and every one of us.
Okay, so maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpapanood at sana nga makatulong tayong lahat para mapabilis na yung pag-solve nitong COVID-19. Okay? Thank you.
Bye. How do we stop this?
Did you stop the other one? Hindi ako makapasok.